Let's see. Ora! Yeah, Bella!
It's a miracle, mamma mia. This is the first time I do something like that. So I had some problem with the camera. How are you?
Okay.
Buonasera.
Buonasera, everybody. Very happy to see, and we are also very happy to see you.
Khrystyna, thank you, because for the first time in 1 month I put the makeup today. And
Perfect, you see?
Even the jeans.
Whoa!
So, mama, yeah. You have to explain me how it's possible you look so good in every color. I hate you. Hair color. And unbelievable.
I don't know. I'm lucky.
I don't know, probably because you try everything, you know, so...
I think...
Or because people are used.
People are used that I'm always different colors, so it's already...
So we all know you like that. We all know you black color. So you can imagine in the moment if you will change, then the people will gonna get, half will gonna get amazed, and another half will probably not gonna get amazed.
No, actually my experiments were not very successful. But you know, I'm very light actually. I'm not blonde, but very light. But I cannot see myself only in black.
But this is very interesting actually, because I know many dancers, especially when they're stopping to dance, like they cut the hair or they color them, but you never change your style. You always like that.
Yeah, actually, I cannot see myself in a different way with short hair. I tried one time the French, how to say?
Yes,
French. 2 weeks. It was a very bad experiment. So I cannot see myself in a different way. So how are you? Thank you so much for this interview.
Thank you for accepting.
You are becoming standard expert, yeah?
trying our best. I mean, to see good ballroom dancer, you don't need to have a lot of knowledges, and you were one of them. So
good. But yeah. Say the truth. Your soul is standard inside. Like my soul is Latin, your soul is standard inside.
Tango for sure.
Tango, yes.
You always say. We have to try next time. We will see, Marius. I challenge you in a tango.
I hope
accepted.
I accepted. I think she will not like me anymore after.
I know that Silvia is very precise and like she won't know what she wants, so she will put you in the position, stay there, you know. So I will be fine.
So before we start, I think Silvia doesn't need no
introduction.
I hope people still remember. Mamma mia, this video was from 2011.
Right.
Nearly the last show. Actually, I was not very happy with these shows, but I will send you some other video, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So let's start.
Yeah, you know that.
Silvia, tell us please, how did you start to dance?
Yeah.
And when?
Okay, you know that we nearly fight after Paolo's interview, so I called him, and that's why I want the control interview.
Exactly, he's here listening now.
Yeah, I hope. Paolo, be ready. The entire world will know the truth now, yeah?
Bam!
Okay, so I started dancing quite late because I was 10 already. And it went like this because, you know, it was not a very popular sport. It's not so easy to get in. And my mom is working with flowers and plants. And long time ago, there was a big camp close to my town. And they asked her to prepare the palasport. So she went there, and the competition, when she finished, was already started, and she fell in love. So she came home super enthusiastic, and she was really amazed by this sport, and she really wants that I start. And actually, I'm a very shy person, so still now I'm asking myself how it's possible I choose a sport like this, because I always love dancing, but actually I'm shy out, you know, in the normal life.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah. You will know a lot of things during this interview, Khrystyna.
Oh, guys, you see?
Yeah, so, it was quite late. I was 10 already.
But nice story. I've never heard some story like this, you know, like some people say, ah, my mom brought me or something, but this with the flowers and preparing palace for this, beautiful.
Yeah.
Nice. So then if you say you are very shy person, I've never, actually, I know you a little bit. I mean, not probably that close, but still I know you quite well. And I never thought that you are shy. I mean, I always see you like really strong and sure in yourself. So how you would describe your personality on the floor and outside the floor?
Allora, I think I'm like...
You were blocked, but now it's good.
It's okay? Because, you know, I'm...
Yes, now it's good.
It's okay. I'm like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, because on the floor, I'm one person, but outside the dancing contest, I'm totally different, you know. And I have to say that I build up this character on the floor like a reaction, you know. First, because I was very shy and very unsure, you know. So this was a kind of reaction. So I went aggressive because or I block myself and I stop, or I fight. So I went for a fight. And yeah, this was a kind of reaction. And then, because what Paolo said, that there was only one direction, his direction, on the floor, suddenly, I think that Paolo cannot talk. So this was my moment. This was my moment of glory. And suddenly I really want all the attention because he cannot say anything. So this was my moment. And so that's why probably on the floor I look so aggressive. And, you know, people think I'm arrogant, but honestly, outside I'm totally opposite. And another thing, I was very inspired from Latin women. So I like, you know, how they are sexy, how they move their hands, shoulders, how they walk. And I really take a lot of inspiration from Latin women. Yeah, and I try to put a bit, I say, why standard cannot be sexy? Because men are dressed like penguin and we have this long skirt and we are totally covered. I want to be sexy even if I'm not dancing Latin.
You managed it 100% already with this video, which we were watching in the beginning. That walk, entering on the floor was very sexy.
So our doctor, he sometimes come join the competitions, and then there is a break, yes?
Yeah.
And he comes to us and he says, Marius, now is the penguins section dancing. When you start?
Yeah, actually, you know. But it's very nice that Latin people are interested in standard. I like, it's nice, because usually it's always the opposite, you know. I knew everything about Latin, but Latin people doesn't like so much standard. So it's nice. You are a particular...
No, we enjoy very much watching you. We enjoy very much watching you.
Okay, Silvia, then next question. Your favorite dance to perform and to teach, if they are different?
Allora,
and
honestly,
why?
Yeah, honestly, I have to say that it depends at the time when we were dancing from the moment. So the one I was feeling good became my favorite dance. The one I was feeling not okay was not my favorite. So I change all the time. But honestly, yeah, I felt quite natural tango, and you know, I feel myself, I feel very easy to perform tango. And I have to say, it was absolutely not true that we didn't practice, you know. But
Paolo, you forgot that?
As I want to kill him, because, you know, my neck and my back remember very good all these hours. But yeah, that's why Paolo doesn't remember, you know. That I think he changed a little bit the memories. I felt more the practice than what
happens
he
with
felt.
the age. Happens with the age.
Esatto. But my neck remember. But yeah, in my heart, of course, it's the tango. But I change all the time. Depend the one I felt better. And to teach, honestly, I don't like to teach tango. Maybe because, you know, of course we studied a lot, but it was quite natural for us, and I found very difficult to teach. I found very difficult to change the feeling in information that the couple can understand. And we had honestly our way a little bit to dance the tango because of few characteristics matching together. And I don't like to teach the tango because I don't have good result with couple in the tango. Tango and quick step, I don't like to teach so much. The other dances, yes, but then it always depends from the couples, you know, the couple that you have in front.
Yes, so then coming back to Paolo, because some spy wanted to know about Paolo, how he was when he was dancing and how he is nowadays. Did he change or he keeps same?
No, that's why he doesn't remember so much. You know, Paolo totally changed. And okay, he said that through our relation became much, much better when we stopped. And he was honestly very, very strong. And of course, this was also a good ingredient for our success because I was a little bit more lazy. He was really like very determined, but very strong. You can't believe. That's why I was killing him after the interview I called. We were not practicing, my darling. you don't remember very good. And yeah, so it was difficult because, you know, there was this big stress of the competition. And it's true, with Paolo, you go through one direction. It was much more easy not to fight or discuss and to go in his direction. Then, you know, Khrystyna, we are women, so women are very diplomatic and we can reach our goal. But yeah, he changed a lot. Now he's much more sweet and calm, and now I'm the bitch. So we changed. Now I'm the boss. I decide. I'm angry. I'm aggressive, and we switch. Totally switch. It's true. It's true. No, he was very strong. Yeah.
I just remember one thing I told you already, and you know it probably, you remember, but I will tell also to the people. When I was young, I was seeing you in Belgrade in the competition. I was just junior one. And then he was doing something during the semi-final or the final, or I don't remember, and then he went out of the floor. Or it was the winner dance. I don't remember exactly what. And he was doing something which was not planned, like choreography. He changed a little bit something.
As always. As always.
Yes. And you went off the floor and you needed to go to the other corner. And we were in the public hall. And you went on him. And he was like, okay. He go for it. Let me be. Something like that. The reaction was, let me be. Go forward. And then we were watching to each other and we were saying, look, the key of success.
Yeah, it was like, okay, follow me. Shut up and follow me. Oh, Madonna. But you have quite a good memory, yeah?
Remember nothing.
No, it's okay?
It's okay now. You have a good memory, Marius.
Unfortunately, I have too good memory.
He has very good memory.
Unfortunately, I don't forget nothing. I think, I don't know, like I can forget things to do from now to tomorrow or something like this, but the images I have in the head very strongly from young.
Yeah, so. Because you were very young, yeah? You remind me how old I am, mamma mia.
I was junior 1 or junior 2. It was 2002 or 2003, something like this was. Or no, 4. Between 2 and 4.
Mamma mia. Wow, I don't remember what I do yesterday. What I did yesterday.
I have bad memory.
Mama,
so,
yes.
Silvia, what is your best and worst memory in your active career?
Allora, wow, I had a lot of bad and good memories. I think, okay, the worst was that in the most important years of my career, I've broken my right foot through practice, you know. This was through a trauma from mechanical stress, okay? Because Paolo said that we didn't practice, but actually, as I told you. And so I danced with a broken foot for 4 years, from 2006 until 2010. And these were the most important years, you know. And believe me, I don't wish this not even to my worst enemy, because I still remember when we did a show in Sarajevo, I think, and you were dancing.
Yes.
Yeah, and this was really, I remember the pain, but I remember you, this was one of the first time we met, and you say you did this to me, and I was shocked, you know, a super Latin girl that was making me compliments. So this is one of the worst memory, because mentally and physically it was really, it was hard. And because, you know, you cannot do your maximum, you cannot perform to your maximum. And of course, I had also a long bad memory when one year we were third at the UK championship, and this was a fantastic result. But then suddenly from the big competition after, we start to be sixth. And this was like this for nearly 2 years, nearly out from final, you know, from this fantastic result that probably arrived too early. Then it was so difficult to reach again the top. So, and in relation to this, of course, one of my best memory is when we were finally third again. You can see in this video in Blackpool when Paolo came out and started to scream on the floor, and he nearly break one arm. And so, yeah, I remember actually more, you know, like the first final in German Open, because this was the first big final, international final. We were sixth, but it was a super emotion to be in finally. And I remember at the Royal Albert Hall, I still remember when we were waiting downstairs, you know, and hoping, because it was long time we were pushing for this final. And I still remember we had the number 124. And
so you remember good memories.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, probably these, when, you know, you don't expect, because when then we won, it was a little bit expected, you know, you start to have good results, so you start to stabilize your result, and it was a little bit expected, not 100%, of course. So I remember much more the first final, the first third place, this kind of result. Yeah.
Nice.
So just for the people to know, Royal Albert Hall is international championships in England.
Yes. Yeah, they don't know.
No, I mean, I know,
young
I'm just telling because, like, I mean, we know that, but for us it's something normal.
And we know how you go down and then you go up to go on the floor.
Nice.
For stamina, it was the best competition, because you have all the time break.
Up and down from the stairs, you know. But I still remember the beautiful feeling down when first time we entered the top 50 couples, and you met all the champions and these big legends on the corridor. This was a magic place, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Silvia, tell us true. Do you miss the dance floor?
Allora, for the first year after I stopped, I didn't miss at all. You know, then, because it was, I arrived at the point where I really cannot manage anymore. And, you know, the motivation, yeah, it was very hard, and I felt I cannot do properly anymore. And, you know, we used to do things really 100%. So I felt I couldn't do anymore that level. And of course, we won nearly everything. So I felt very satisfied. And so I felt it was the time to stop. And for 1 year, I didn't miss. But then, you know, you start to forget the bad things, and you start to forget the stress, the bad moments. And of course, I miss. You know, I miss the most the audience. This I miss the most, because this was really a big energy for me. You know, for us, for our couple, audience was always very nice with us, I have to say. So I miss the audience. I miss the national anthem on the podium so much, the Italian national anthem. And And you know, I miss to be the star, of course. I miss to give my version. I miss to give my feelings, my interpretation. Yeah, I miss a lot, actually. Yeah.
Wow, nice.
Nice.
So Silvia, let's show our movement. Probably nobody knows, just me and you. How we're doing that?
Allora, wait, because I'm with the phone, and yeah, but I don't know if I'm able to fix the phone in a way that I can manage. Ready? Allora,
Yes.
space. Ready?
And
Mamma mia. How much we enjoy with this movement. 1 hour to learn, you know, and still I'm not able to do.
Come on.
You know, my soul is really Latin, my heart is Latin, my body is absolutely standard. I cannot dance anything apart the standard. I'm so bad, unbelievable.
But actually, Paolo said that you are a Latin girl in the beginning.
See,
Yes.
allora, see, until big class, you know, I always, you know, I feel very cool to say that, oh, I was a Latin dancer, but I never say that until big class. But I always prefer a Latin than standard, actually. Always. I love Latin. But my body can do only standard. Yeah, really. Even shows were already difficult for me.
So Silvia, we were speaking with some guys from final, and we quite have similar feeling about today's dancers, how they speak to each other, how they communicate, and how it was before. So could you tell us about your experience? Like, do you think it was different before and how it's now?
Allora, okay, of course I'm not anymore in the competition, you know, like an athlete contest, so I'm not in the change room. But I have to say that I have really fantastic memory from the past, and probably we were much more respecting each other. For example, I remember one Grand Slam in Monte Carlo, and this was the last competition of Mirko, because then it was going to professional. And we make a big party, and we were all crying because we get so used to stay together. And for example, I remember with really big emotion the Masters Gala, this competition. And because every time we were meeting all together, and we were a lot of Italians, you know, at that time. So even the other dances has to speak Italian, otherwise no dance. And, you know, I remember we spent the breakfast until 12. Every time they have to send us out of the restaurants because we love to stay together. And then when the con was finished, we always stay in the reception until the time to go with the flight. We never sleep. And of course we fight on the floor a lot. We can kill each other on the floor. But there was this big respect, you know, outside. And nowadays I feel that, yeah, there are too many groups fighting to each other and bringing all this stuff also between the dancers, which I don't like. And that's my feeling, of course. I feel a kind of lack of respect, you know, for the champion. Maybe you don't like the style like it was in my time. But I felt we always respect, you know. And one thing I really hate and I don't like is this social media that gives the power to everybody to say everything they want. You know, this is something that I hate. This for me, it's a cancer for the business, for the contest, for our beautiful sport, because too many people feel allowed to put everything they think, especially bad things, publicly. You know, this is something I really hate. This is why I'm so bad with social, you know. I found super bad this.
I think it's very important for people to know that,
to hear this from you.
Yes, because for example, there are like I have no problem in checking the messages from YouTube when the people comment. No, I just watch. Sometimes I'm one time happened actually that one person was commenting under the YouTube, and it was commenting with bad words, like cursing. Yes.
Nice.
And of course, my aunt started to write to that person.
Aiuto.
And of course, then in a moment I started to see that the situation escalates, and I had to write a message where I said, look, you don't need to like me, or you don't need to speak good about me, but if you start to curse, I will gonna go in court against you, because this is something more. This is saying publicly, and this is like not okay. But for sure, guys, it is like this. Generally, you have to know that people which go to this extreme to speak bad about somebody are the people which probably never achieve nothing, and are the people which have a lot of time, too much time. And the people which have too much time, this means they are not doing nothing. So just for you, for the public, and for everybody, if these things are happening, just remind yourself that these are low quality human beings. And we don't have to consider with their messages, but in the same time, if you see that it goes over the board and it gets personal and all this stuff, you should do something about it to police, authority, all the stuff. Yes. And I want to say something more about the ARD Masters Gala, because you spoke about it. Yes. It was a big project in Germany going through many years, and actually is the project from where Grand Slam series got inspired. But it was happening just in Germany. It was like many videos what you see nowadays in the TV, from the 90s especially, ending of the 80s till the 90s, actually till 2003, something like this, 2004 was, were like 4 competitions in Germany around the country. It was like Berlin, Karlsruhe, or depending, sometimes changing, plus a final at the end. So from all these competitions, it was invited 12 couples to dance the final. And the final was actually, for example, sometimes we're giving also battles between the first and the second couple. If they had, for example, 2 dances, the same marks. It was, for example, one time a battle between Michael Bentig and Holger Nietzsche. I think it was 97. And they had to dance like only against each other, 3 dances more. It was like very interesting. It's similar to the Grand Slam. Yes.
Nice. So, it was nice. Yeah.
Nice. Big champions like you, or like all the people from the 90s were there. And it was an amateur competition, and professionals were coming to do shows generally. There is also a famous Rumba show from Donny and Gainer. Yes. We were growing up with that Rumba.
So many videos I watched, and I was dreaming, first time they invited us was such a big surprise, and we were so exciting to go. I had super nice memory of all.
Yes, it was very nice.
So Silvia, coming back to competition, would you like to bring back some competition in your dancing career and to change your performance on this competition?
Allora, if it's for me, which I don't like no one video of the one of YouTube, because I'm very, very critical and very perfectionist, so there are really few. Allora, I think because of my foot, when I watch the videos, I saw how much I was suffering. So actually, there are many important competition which I would like to change my performance, because 1, 2 rounds, 3 rounds I was okay. Then you can see that I start to suffer, and I think Paolo felt very strong on his arms as always, but anyway, he always said that I was happy, but I was very happy. All happy. This is a word that I cancel from my dictionary. So for example,
it's the worst thing to say to a woman dancer.
Yes.
So basically, this is why it doesn't matter how it feels. I'm trying never to say that. Okay, I also don't have many reasons. Actually, Paolo also didn't have reasons to say that. But
he wanted to hurt her.
But sometimes for the good dancers, is like this, that when something changes so much, a little bit, in the direction where we don't want, we tend to say, oh, what is this? This is heavy.
Yeah.
Paolo needed to say, Silvia, you're a little bit more heavy than the feather.
Esatto, esatto. Oh, I don't know why you have to put so many bad words. Tell me something that can help me, at least technical, you know, without any of your bad word, yeah, interpretation. And okay, but this, you are heavy, you are heavy, you are heavy. Oh, Madonna Santa.
Paolo is writing a pesante, it sounds better.
Bastardo, I was your successful. You know? Because I managed to dance with you 15 years. And so actually, you know, some of these big comp I would like to perform better in order of energy, you know. And I remember we were dancing in the UK the last year we went, and I went home to Bologna to make an injection few days before. And you know, the injection, it's also so painful. So I don't know if it was better or not. And I remember in apart Davide came through the rounds and say, Silvia, I know you are suffering, but can you try to change your face? I think was the first time I say, Davide, fuck off. You, the orchestra, Paolo, everybody. And I remember I was crying because I didn't want to enter in the final because I cannot manage. And Paolo was crying because we entered the final. But yeah, actually, I remember I cannot give my best, you know. So, and I especially, you know, people don't know because, of course,
They don't
just
care.
the people close. Yeah, you cannot say. And I was always thinking that they are watching me and thinking, oh my God, today she's a cow. But yeah, so I feel a little bit sorry. And you know, also, I know that I speak so much, but you know, I'm Italian.
We like that.
I'm a woman, you like? And
Yes.
Paolo cannot interrupt me. So
Exactly, you can go.
Moment of glory. And I have to say that when we start to dance, our strategy, because as Paolo said, we were nobody, it was quite late, you know, we just have this under 21, the last year to try to go through. And Davide used the strategy to build up a very particular dancing, you know, with very strange figures and power and speed, and because we have certain characteristics. And so we start like this, but then of course arrived the moment where we have to work on the quality, you know. And also our dancing was a little bit strange for the time for standard, you know. It was like untraditional, so it was very difficult to be accepted, especially in London. So we have to compromise a lot. And of course, when I see the last videos and when I see the videos of the beginning, I think we lost a little bit this magic, you know, we were more like normal. So this is something that a little bit I regret, because we have to become more correct and to kill a little bit some special character, you know. For standard was quite difficult at that time, you know, couple like Giorgiani, like William, this couple were different, but also very criticized. So, and yeah, that I feel a little bit sad, you know, because when I see, of course, the quality was much better compared to the beginning, but I felt we lost a little bit this unique magic dust. So, but it's done. This was the price.
Yeah, in the end of the day, anyway, you got appreciation from the people and you got your title. So I think there is
absolutely,
from my opinion, there is nothing to change.
This is why you took out the Spanish drag after the pivots.
Sorry,
this is why you took out the Spanish drag after the pivots. Can it be? Because you did pivots, and then when you went down, it was the head was by the knee almost. Yes. And then you went back into this, I don't know, lockstep. It was lockstep. And it was lockstep.
I want a lesson with you next time. You're so good.
Tell it in the mind, sorry.
Wow.
So, and then you did this pivot, and then you did just a line on the sport, and you come back into the link. Yes?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Madonna.
So this was also one reason like that, yes? Because that Spanish drag was too crazy. I mean, like, was great.
Yeah, we changed a lot many choreography. You know, we had choreography for WDSF and choreography for England. You know, at that time, yeah. At that time, we have to go like this. But
wow, crazy.
But Marius, you will get a prize when I will see you. Unbelievable.
Oh, thank you for that.
I feel so much important.
So Silvia, can you tell us as well, is it difficult to keep your shape, body shape, by not being any more active dancer? Because like, I mean, I know you already, you stopped probably 6 or how many years, but you still look good.
10 years ago,
10 years ago, but your body looks still good.
Allora, I have to say I'm very lucky, because on that side, like the physical preparation, the diet, I was very bad. I'm lazy. I love to eat. And physically, I was really terrible, okay? I have to say. So it cost...
So you see, Paolo was correct.
Okay. Paolo, I have to say the truth. Yes, he was like a monster, and I was really very weak. But mentally, you know, I compensate mentally. Paolo was the arm, I was the mind, you know. No, actually, yeah, I didn't like so much. I didn't like to do performance and all this stuff. I think it's very personal. I am very lucky. And also, I became celiac, you know, once I stopped. I have to eat gluten-free. And I always say, Paolo, it's your fault, because all the stress, suddenly I stopped and I became celiac. So imagine for an Italian, pasta, pizza, bread, toast. So 6 months I was crazy. And then I say, this is a gift, you know, because this...
Exactly, keep you in the shape better.
I have also allergy on milk, cow milk, cow product. Yes, and for also very heavy, because it's everywhere inside. Even in ketchup they put it, you know. But I can take the tablets. You cannot do basically nothing.
No,
I can take the tablets. I'm always with the tablets after me. Especially in Italy, I have to take 3 tablets per day.
Panna.
Disaster.
And so I think, you know, depend of the person, so how strong you are mentally. You know, some people really I admire, because they are really fit and then try to really keep themselves in a shape. I think it's important for the contest we are, you know. I think it's, if you have to teach or to show, to be an example, it's important to take care of yourself. Then somebody is very lucky, somebody has really to push a lot to stay in shape. I have to say I'm lucky, because I love to eat and I'm super ultra lazy, I have to say. Yeah, I think all this quarantena, you know, it's now 40 days. I think it's 30 days that I say, oh yeah, okay, I will do some exercise. I will do. I think I did 30 abdominals totally. Then I say, okay, mama, fa culo. Nobody will see me. I will think when they will open, you know. I have no motivation, because anyway, nobody will see me. So I would think.
So guys, don't listen to that, okay? When you come out, you don't have the long dress and the big frock like the penguin. You're gonna see the stuff like that.
You look like a garderobe, you know, so no, but I think it's because I'm not dancing. So of course I'm less stressed, because when
and also your genes, you don't put weight. You never had weight. So like you said, you are lucky with that.
I'm lucky, I have to say. Yes. You know, because of this celiakia, maybe I'm skinnier now than when I was dancing. But even when I was dancing, you know, I had no one muscle in my body. I was unbelievable. Yeah, I'm skinny but soft skin. Yes, terrible.
Okay, Silvia, it was nice to talk to you. Before we say bye-bye, we would like to hear some motivation words to the audience, to the dancers, what you could wish them.
Okay, guys, I think, of course, this is a difficult moment for everybody. And I'm sure everybody already said the same, that you can spend this time, you know, to study, to do things that usually we don't have the time to do. But I'm sure, you know, try to keep this feeling that you want to dance, that you miss the floor, to be even better when everything will start again. And, you know, to analyze yourself, to watch yourself in the video, check what you can do better, because we are always so much running and in stress that we don't realize a lot of things. I think this is the time to really analyze and to check what you can do better, even to study strategies, you know, for your look, to study strategies in the choreography or when you are on the floor, to catch the audience, to be special, to be magic, you know. We have now the time to relax, not with the stress that you compete after 3 days, and for sure try to build up this big energy. The dance will explode it when we will open everything again.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Great work. Thank you very much, Silvia, for
Guys,
being with us. It was nice to see you. And I saw already many comments that people were writing, Silvia, amazing, beautiful,
Yes.
fantastic. And
I also saw the comment of Alina where she said Paolo is not so lucky. With the way
What does it mean Paul is not so lucky?
with the weight, with the shape.
he is not
with the
really
jeans.
shape. Because he make tortilla every night.
No, not tortilla, not tortilla. Frittata.
Frittata.
Frittata. He sent me
Bella
the picture,
frittata.
you know. Oh, challenge me with his frittata. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
Silvia,
Thank you very much.
It
Guys,
was a pleasure
thank you.
to have you.
Thank you so much. You are doing a very good things, you know. I love this.
Thank you.
For different people. Thank you.
Thank
It
you
was
very
a pleasure.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ciao.